Okay, here we've got 5 tips to help overcome your fear of public speaking. And even doing a video like this is actually public speaking, and I used to really get the jitters, but I've got improved. I'm not as worried when I do it nowadays. And the first tip is actually write down whatever you're going to say, because it's a lot easier to read off a page or off a series of notes. And personally nowadays I'll use bullet points rather than a script. But on the first few times I spoke out loud public speaking in front of people, I used a script and I wrote it down in my own voice in the kind of words I'd use conversationally rather than say a public brochure or whatever. So write it down, but in your voice. Once you're happy with what you've written down, read it out loud, because there's a world of difference between reading something in your head and reading it out loud, and you don't want your public speech to be the first time that you've actually heard what you're going to say. So definitely read it out loud more than once until you get it right. Speak to just one person in your audience. Don't address the whole crowd. So if you treat your public speech as though you're actually speaking to just one person, it's a lot easier, and it's almost as though you're just having a conversation, but there's just a lot of other people in the room. Don't necessarily focus on one person, because that just looks weird and freaky, but definitely address just one person. Don't just stare at your notes, and don't stare off into the distance and ignore everyone, because both of those just look wrong. So pick on one person, not literally, but pick on one person in your head and speak to them. Slow down, because again, we tend to, if we're nervous, we'll speed up, and it makes it very difficult to understand. If someone's going a million miles an hour, you don't understand it. So slow down. Even if it sounds in your head as though you're just going monotonously slow, it probably won't be to the people listening. And learn to breathe. It's not a contest when you're public speaking to see how long you can hold your breath before you take another one and go gasp in. So learn to breathe, take nice, long, slow, deep breaths, and those help to calm you anyway. And just make sure that you just breathe as normal as you possibly can without having to think, oh, I've got to take a breath now, or anything like that. And that's 5 quick tips. And if you click on the link below this video, there's a series of hypnosis tracks that are actually fantastic at helping you overcome public speaking. So click on the link below this video and go there and have an investigate. This is the page the link will take you to, and it explains all about what happens. It explains about hypnosis, and hypnosis is a fantastic way of just training your mind without having to do very much effort at all. It's a very, as it says, petrified to powerful in 10 steady steps. So click on the link below this video and check it out.